What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
There you go. Haunting Me and She's Not Happy. It's not that one. Unless I read that one first and then found the other one. That's fucked up, that is. Demonic. Mimic. I still can't believe you scared me.
I know, I wanted to rewind it, but I'm not going to.
Why, to see it?
Yeah.
So you can go,
I'm like, look, let's watch it. Let's watch it again. And again.
do
you know what it was?
I'll be going.
Do you know what it was? Again, it's always TikTok. Bloody good old TikTok. Have you seen it's to see my partner's reaction where they get in the car or they walk into the room or something and then they're like, oh yeah, just and then my partner goes, and they run away.
Or they put speaker in the cupboard or something like that. I feel good.
I like that one.
So do I.
I like that one. But it's to get their reaction on what they, and some of them actually run out, like they leave them.
A lot of men scream. Have you seen?
Scream
I've
and
seen
jump
women,
back out of the
yeah,
car.
I've seen women being pushed
So
as well.
It's
It's like
funny.
really bad.
Like, wow, that's your man.
Yeah. Start again. Since the second X,
Yeah.
do you think you've been more aware since the second?
I think I was, yeah, sort of more so that.
Because you tried to be trusting
Yes.
and it backfired.
Yeah, massively. That served me right, didn't it?
And that's what I'm saying. Do you think since then you're more, red flags are more obvious than they were?
Fucking breathing is a red flag for me sometimes, June. You're like that, oh no,
Oh my God.
you're alive.
Yeah.
Step away.
I think it's not easy for anybody in a relationship, out of a relationship. And I think even with the best intentions doesn't mean you're going to meet someone that's not going to fuck around with you.
Yeah, this is it.
You know, even if we all decided who you'd be dating, it doesn't mean that they're going to be the right person for you.
No, and the worst part is where we're adapting to this modern life, and it's so easy to
Cheat.
You know, everyone is looking at that greener grass rather than watering their own.
Do you think it is easier to cheat or harder to
Massive.
get away with?
Both.
Because it is harder to get away
There's
with
an easier access to people now
online.
online, well, mainly online, to be honest.
Because there's apps
Whereas-
now where you can meet up and hook up with someone in your town, isn't there?
Loads of those sort of things. Whereas you ran before our phones, before all of this,
Yeah.
we would go out at the weekend. We always went to the same places.
Yeah.
We always with the same people in the same areas. We knew everybody there.
And that's how you
So
meet someone.
that's how you met someone, and you knew you didn't talk to that guy because he did that to that girl, and we ain't interested in that bullshit.
Yeah.
So you didn't.
Whereas now,
You can be anybody you like, and
Yeah.
you're like, I've met someone. They're amazing.
yeah.
They like everything. It's fate.
And
we're
then they
like-
turn out to be an arsehole.
Yeah. They've like love bombed you because like, oh my god, that's my favourite colour too. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fate. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
It's not, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I don't envy you, but I don't know if it's worth getting in a relationship.
I mean, I do. I am a sucker for love. I do believe in love. I really do think
I believe in
my
love,
person
babe.
is out there, you know, possibly
hiding.
going through their divorce right now, pushing that pool door. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Putting his left shoe on his right foot.
I don't know. I think it's difficult. There's someone I like for you, but I don't know if that's right for you, and it would mess things up. But I don't know. I just feel like it's tricky, and to give yourself completely to someone is just too much work, mate.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you ain't getting any younger.
No.
I'd like to be a bridesmaid again as well before I die. When you get married, this is.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Ah.
Gotta have all of us. Dun, 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 dun.
Da-da.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't know. We just
Welcome back to
wait.
another episode of Creepy Crips with us.
It's quite a good topic, creepy crypt.
Not right now.
Vampires. Dun dun dun! Right. Am I doing my thing then? You're
Yeah.
starting this time, by the way.
Yeah.
Is your laptop closed?
Yeah. I'm on it.
She ain't even ready.
I'm
Ma!
so ready. It's just I keep steaming up.
Oh, that's
I'm
weird.
so fucking
Are
tired.
you in a hot spot? Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Creepy Crips of October with. Who are we?
We're your favourite podcast, Middle Aged Opinion.
Yeah.
I am Ellie,
And I am Emily.
and we are gonna freak you out.
Freaky.
Oh, we're doing the
Freaky. Get freaky.
Get Freaky.
Wrong freak.
Yeah, but I quite liked that.
Yeah, I like the freak.
Yeah. I've realised in most podcasts I feel like I'm going to be a professional singer.
Yes, you
And
do.
you always-
It's a regular. Say
You
no.
always cut me down.
Like,
It's rude. Don't you think that's rude, viewers?
so fucking rude.
Freaky! I don't think that's too bad. I feel like it could be worse.
It could be worse. It
Right.
could be better.
I've seen. Whoa. This is what I'm talking about.
Listen.
Always being cut down.
Listen, I can't sing, and I'll put my hands up to that. But I will sing.
Yeah, I sing. Everybody
But
can
I don't think
sing.
I can be a professional opera singer because of it.
I think I can be. I feel like my
I
talents
love
are
your
wasted.
optimism.
I mean, that's what my eldest kept saying about getting into uni, that it was my power of persuasion in the universe. I manifested it because I was, every time he said I might not, and I was like, no, I'm manifesting that you
this
are.
This is going to happen. Because
Yeah.
You've got this.
Same
It's
as I
gonna
keep
happen.
manifesting our podcast being, you know, famo and us being rich bitches. So, you know, put that out into the universe. Okay,
Alright.
ready?
So,
Oh no, I was gonna.
are we doing. Okay.
Yeah, we have to do it properly.
Oh, I thought we did it.
No,
Sorry,
we
we're
didn't.
doing like
We-
spooky wookies.
We whispered.
But
So,
it was in the mic.
9
Oh,
out
I
of 10
was-
people can't hear.
I was in.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. Turn that right up. But let's do it professional because we're professionals.
We are professionals.
Right. Hello, everybody. Sorry. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host, Ellie,
And I am Emily.
and we
We
are
are-
Ghostbusters.
Tonight, Matthew.
Yes. Well, so
We're
tell,
gonna
them,
be.
tell them what
No.
we're doing.
So we are doing scary stories for the whole October
Fest.
fest.
The full month
It is
of
the
October.
spooky month of the year,
Woo!
and we are fully engaged and about it.
Yes, and the more we upset and disturb Emily, the better. Because this girl ain't gonna sleep. But I will like a baby. So, and if you watch our podcast before, you'll see that I have directed all ghosts and ghouls to her residence of living as she scares
Because I
the
fucked
shit
her
out of
up.
me. Which I'm sure you will see. You know, I'm sure she'll slow-mo that. So, yeah, let's crack a lacky. You are first, my love.
Okay, so mine is from Reddit, scary stories, and do you know what? I don't even know what this means, but it's MAGDA.
I could have Googled that for you. Let me Google that.
Yeah.
M.
AGDA, the haunted statue.
M-A-G-G-A.
Oh my God, why is there an Instagram profile?
Magada.
No, it's not a double G. It's only one G.
Oh, did I get excited?
MAGDA. The haunted statue. I'm going to start reading.
Yeah, you carry on.
This is freaking long. Oh, we've also just discovered that we can zoom in.
Oh yeah, we could. Right, so I'm sure we've spoken about this. So when my phone tragically died with me doing some DIY and obviously putting a chair or a drill for
Yeah,
it,
like you do.
whatever happens, I'm now back on the laptop. So, and then yesterday I worked out that if you do niche, you can zoom right in and read that shit.
The tech.
Yeah, I know. We are learning by the week. babe.
Honestly, our brains are growing. Our auras are growing. Everything's we're growing.
Exactly.
That is what we are doing in our 40s.
It says that it's a name. Magda. So I'm assuming
Magda, the haunted statue.
Right.
Shall we go with that?
Yeah, go with that, and I'm going to see if I can get the statue.
Oh, I'm really hoping this isn't another fucking stupid. It is.
Some are like
So
people...
just so no, I'm just going to highlight this now. This is someone's story.
Okay. Is it true story
No,
or
this
they've
is
written story?
Their story. They've made this story.
It's a haunted statue.
Yeah. So it might lose substance. What the heck is?
Oh, a statue.
Right. Anyway, it might lose substance because we discovered this in one of my last ones.
But it was really entertaining.
We laughed at someone's misfortune and
Then it turned out to not be
It
true,
wasn't.
even though I felt
but their
bad.
car was fixed, so win-win.
For some reason, all of a sudden, their car was good. We were happy
We
about
were
the car.
we were pleased for them.
Yeah.
And then we very quickly moved on.
Yes.
So, in the shadowy Pinefield countryside of Greece,
I really want to go to
You know,
Greece.
building. You want to
So-
go to Greece?
Don't you want to go to Greece? You've been to Greece.
Got married in Greece.
Yeah, isn't it
A different
beautiful?
place. Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
How could it be gorgeous?
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely gorgeous. Like, countryside of Greece. There is an old legend known to the older locals, but half forgotten and unknown to the few young people living there. The legend centres around an eerie stone statue of a little girl named Magda. Hidden deep in the local dark pine forest. Why would you put a statue of a little girl in a pine forest?
So she can be happy in
It's
the pine.
already fucking weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
Anyway. Magda was the daughter of a wealthy merchant in the late 1800s. A girl with straw-coloured hair and a bright, innocent smile. She loved to play with her friends in the forest, especially a particular game of their own invention that was a blend of hide and seek and statues. The rules were simple. The children would blindfold themselves and one person would stand by a tree in the distance, reciting a playful song while the others, blindfolded and stumbling, tried to reach them. The trick was that they could only move while the song was being sung. If the seeker caught them moving when the song stopped, the person who moved lost and was out the game.
Is this not musical statues?
I feel like, I
Yeah.
feel like I know this game.
Yeah, we played this game.
The song is said to have gone like this.
Okay.
I don't know the tune, but I'll try my best.
You do it, babe.
Come here to this pine tree.
Come here to this pine tree
While I am not looking.
while I am not looking.
But as I turn around to you, like statues, you must be unmoving. Repeated 3 times.
Okay. Okay.
I could be a singer.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I hear it.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Duo.
With X Factor next year.
On that fateful day, as golden sunlight filtered through the canopy, Magda and her friends delved deeper into the woods than ever before. The song of the game echoed through the trees as Magda, giggling beneath her blindfold, stumbled forward. But fate had something darker in store. She tripped, her foot caught on an exposed root, her head striking a jagged rock, leaving her motionless on the forest floor. Her friends stood frozen, uncertain what had happened. They approached cautiously, only to find Magda lying in a pool of her own blood, pale as white sheet. Panic-stricken, convinced she was dead, the children ran. They left her there alone, bleeding out in the stillness of the forest, too afraid to tell anyone what had happened until it was too late.
Mate.
They ain't your mates.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, surely you run and get help.
Or you actually help them. Like, you pick them up. Get up, you silly cow.
You go and get help.
Anyway, sorry. Never touch somebody who's got a head injury. When Magda's body was found the next morning, wow, her mates are out of order.
Yeah.
Her little fingers were curled into the dark as if she had tried to crawl to safety. She hadn't died instantly. She had lain there, cold and bleeding, waiting for someone to help her. No one ever did.
Oh my God.
Her grieving parents, shattered by their loss, built a statue of their beloved Magda on the very spot where she had died. Some say that even buried her body beneath the stone figure, internally making the place of her tragic death. The statue, made of old, weathered stone, its surface cracked and worn. Dry vines snake through the crevices, depicting her wearing the blindfold. Oh, she had the blindfold on in the statue too.
Oh my God.
That's weird. Her hands outstretched as if forever reaching for the seeker or the help she never found. But death...
Who commissioned this?
I know. But death, it seems, was not the end of Magda's story.
Oh my God.
Locals whisper that if you venture deep into the forest and dare to find Magda's statue, you can play her game once more. The legend says that Magda's spirit, though unseen, will join you in the game. Those who play fairly and finish the game are said to be blessed with extraordinary luck, as if rewarded by Magda for keeping her memory alive. Some even claim you can hear her faint childlike giggles drifting through the trees as you stumble blindly through the forest. But be aware. The rules must be followed. If you start the game, you must finish it. If you cheat, leave before the game is over, or break any of the rules, you'll suffer her wrath. Those who break the rules leave the forest haunted and cursed forever, as if the little girl who died tragically has found a way to cling to them, her fury as strong as her desire to play. No one knows how many have tried to play the game and failed, but those who have come back speak of nightmares, eerie coincidences, and misfortune. But if you ever find yourself in the ancient Greek forest and stumble upon a weather-worn statue of a little girl frozen in time, remember her story and ask yourself, are you willing to play?
Excellent. That was excellent.
It was a good
That
story.
was excellent.
And it was very well written.
It was excellent. I really enjoyed that. I feel like that could be like a film. I thought that was excellent. That
It
was
was good, eh?
fantastic. Well written. It's a great story.
Did you feel a bit creeped?
I feel like it could be a movie. Like they go and then they don't realise that they got to play to the end or they're fucked.
Yeah, it was a little bit Jumanji.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I thought whoever wrote that, brilliant.
It was a good job.
Right. Paranormal. Entity in my kitchen at 3 a.m.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Go on.
Hello everyone. My security cameras. Oh my god! Before I carry on.
Security. What?
I mean, it is staring at you.
I swear, I'm not being funny. It's following me and it making me really uncomfortable. Yeah, you.
What I was going to say to you? Yes. So you know, hello.
Yeah.
Winston. You know what that's from?
Yeah.
Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah.
I had no idea. But then I'd come across Friday Night Dinner. I started watching it and it was, hello Winston, your doorbell isn't working. And I was like, shut up. I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I've watched a few of them and I'm like, oh.
I watched the whole thing. And it was excellent.
It's really funny.
It was
isn't
so good.
It is really funny.
Right, anyway, sorry, back to horror. But it came in when I went, hello. It just came in my mind. Hello, everyone. My security cameras captured a very strange abnormally, say it for me. Abnormally,
Anomaly.
there you go, captured a very strange anomaly in my kitchen. It was around 3 a.m. and my brother couldn't sleep, so he was checking the cameras around the house. He then
Why is that what you do when you can't sleep?
Sometimes I do
You
that.
are
See if there's
looking
any
for
orbs.
trouble.
See if there's any orbs.
Like, looking for trouble.
He then saw a weird white translucent. What is going on? Translucent spectrum in the kitchen. It has a human-like silhouette. We could see the head, neck and shoulders, and even some facial features.
Oh, thank God it had facial features.
We are very intrigued and scared of what it might be. My mum prays a lot, so we hope that it is not a bad entity.
Not enough.
I uploaded a video on YouTube and would like for you to have some insight on the matter. Please let me know if you would like to watch them. Maybe if I go on his
click on OP.
Yeah. Come on, darlings.
No, go on.
No, Dave, actually go on it.
Oh, wait, let me put it down.
Oh, mate.
Hold on.
There. Oh, it is something. It's somebody. Look, feet. I'm going to have to take... I can see it. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. You'll have to send me the link so I can put it on. No, that ain't doing nothing for it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that in there. Look.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, it's making it even clearer. Let's see what the other link takes us to.
A video, hopefully. We will add these on.
Oh my God.
Get way more flex at Pure Gym.
Pure Gym.
Pure Gym.
Do you know what I had to do to get rid of that membership?
Check us out, join today.
I had to cancel it at the bank, mate. Oh, nobody cares.
come on.
David Beckham. David Beckham. Not my cup of tea.
No.
Oh.
Oh, it looked. It's moving. It's looking. Oh no, that just creeped me out. I just felt sick.
Honestly, I'm not happy with that.
I'm gonna cry, turn it off.
Oh my God.
No,
look,
no,
look,
no,
look,
I don't
look,
like
look,
it.
look, look. Oh my God.
Wow, I wouldn't be happy seeing that.
It's there now.
No, wouldn't be happy seeing
Oh
that.
my God, how long does this go on? Shut up! It's a 4-minute encounter.
Okay, turn it off now.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to have to
I
send
wonder
this
if
to
there's any
you.
sound to it.
No, I think just upload the picture.
Just picture, please. I don't want to put that
Yeah,
on.
yeah. There is sound.
No, but is there any sound to it?
I don't think it's negative though. So we're going to
What's it looking at?
We're
What's
gonna
the
up-
He's hungry. He's looking at the table.
We're going to upload the picture. I wonder, you can
It's-
put the link on.
It is.
You can put the link on.
Yeah, we'll put the link on. That's fine. We'll do that.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a very clear image of what they've described as like a head. You can see facial features. At one point, it does look at the camera at a brief moment, and you do see eyes look.
I'm not getting negative.
I'm getting burn it, burn your house, get out, because that is a very full figured thing there.
Yeah, I'm not getting negative, but I don't think it's great.
Why is he looking at it? He must be hungry.
Look, you can see it from here. It's just kind of bobbing. Oh,
Hang on, why has the cameras moved? Why did the camera move?
I don't know, but we might have to find out.
Oh, go on then. Just start it from there, just before the camera moves.
So
Back.
there.
Yeah, go on.
So this is what this is. This is a motion camera.
Your motion camera keeps looking at me, which is
That is
making me
because you're moving, so it's... What?
No. What, has it disappeared? And that's why it's moved.
It's come from...
It's picked up motion elsewhere, is what just happened, basically.
It comes back. There we go. Back.
Oh my fucking god.
I can copy the link, it's just how am I going to send it to you? Saying that, I can add it onto the
Okay,
YouTube
then you could
video.
probably just add it, maybe.
I can add it onto the YouTube video.
But the image,
I think let's stop watching this.
yeah, I don't like it.
It's making me really uncomfortable. So sorry that you are completely unaware of what's going on, but we are going to link that.
I will put the image on while we're doing this part, and
I will link. So in the comment section, I'm going to put the link to take you over to the YouTube video if you want to watch it. It doesn't feel negative, but it's a very long recording of a spirit, which doesn't feel great to me. Like,
it's not clear what it's doing either. It's looking at a table.
yeah,
And looking around.
And then in the video, like, the camera kind of veers off because I have one here, so you keep hearing Emily reference the camera, and mine is a motion camera, and that is the same camera that picked up. So the camera switches on, and then hundreds of orbs are around me.
Yes.
So these are motion cameras. They come on and they record motion. So, but it's a very, and when you take a photo of it, it kind of is weird.
No, don't like
There,
that.
look,
No.
eyes, nose. I'm going to take a photo like that as well.
See if you can just scroll. No, don't do it. Should I say there is a bit where it looks
At the camera.
at the camera.
They can go look at that themselves.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that. But yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it much either. But yeah, man. So that was my story. It turned out way darker than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's quite a big story.
That's a massive story. That's a small story for such a massive encounter.
If I was awake at that time and I'm like, hey, I can't sleep, I'm going to look at my cameras, see what's going on downstairs. No, thank you.
Yeah,
That's happening downstairs.
yeah. I'm moving out. That was quite terrifying, actually.
I'm really uncomfortable now.
Well, it's not here, babe, that we're aware of. Sorry. That was awful. That was definitely one of the most...
That was really clear.
That's what I'm saying. So that is definitely, if you're a skeptic, that definitely put some
And
food
when I'm
for
saying
thought.
clear, I'm saying clear that wasn't an image of a person. That wasn't a solid human being.
No,
But there was something there that looked
like a human.
that was clearly moving, but was not a solid.
Yeah, it was
thing.
transparent. It's a no from me.
Like I said, burn it, get out.
I don't even
Save
know that
yourselves.
entity in my kitchen. I was like, I don't even know what story that was. Fucking hell. Over to you. After that terrifying.
I know, because now my ones, I regret moving alone into my apartment.
Because there's a bloke in my kitchen.
Yeah.
That was awful.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that. I would
Actually, I didn't like
absolutely
that.
be terrified. It's one thing seeing an orb to an actual.
Physical.
If you are a skeptic, I will link
How tall do you
that.
think that must have been? Easily
6.
5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah. Looks like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what it is. So I will, when Emily uploads that one, you have to remind me, and then I'll be able to add the link to it from our YouTube. Hopefully OP doesn't mind, but they put it out there for everyone. So head over to OP's and have a look at their terrifying encounter. Okay. Hopefully this will cheer us up.
I regret moving alone into this apartment.
Do you?
I recently moved into a small old apartment in a quiet town. The rent was cheap and the place had a certain charm if you ignored the creaky floors and the occasional draft. I didn't mind. It was just me and my cat, Luna. But soon I realised something was off. Hang on, this ain't no fucking story, is it?
It doesn't
No,
matter
it's
if
fun.
it is. It won't be, I swear, you stink. Go on.
You leave her.
Have you been wafted over yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not her fault she's old.
She should be proud of
She
that.
just smells
So
like
we
an
can
old...
taste my dog's fart. I went. So Linda had both her dog Luna, and she was looking after her boy's dog Ronnie, and he is an English bulldog,
Yeah.
and he's got epilepsy.
Okay, cool.
Well, he's having seizures anyway. So I went round, and he'd been in the vets all day. I mean, bless him, he'd had quite a few seizures, so they had taken him to the vets anyway. So I'm down, I'm giving them both tickles, and one of them farted. I went, I could taste that.
No.
Oh, I do entertain myself. Okay, sorry, as I interrupted.
Talking about dog fart.
Yeah, well, the name Luna made me think of her
Sorry.
fart. And then
your
Cookie
dog
farted.
Yeah. Okay, so I realised something was off.
Yeah.
It started with the whispers. At first, I thought it was the neighbours.
Emily!
I can say you made me jump rather than make me scared.
No, you went.
It's because you hit me as well.
We're going to slow mo that. Me, I'll be going.
Such a dickhead.
Make them little memes.
Stickers.
On the, you know, like I do the cover now for the YouTube. We'll stick them next to each other.
Because you made me, you didn't scare me, you made me jump.
I feel like I don't know anything about this story at all. Cookie,
No,
it's fine.
but
It's
shall I
fine.
start again?
I feel like you're gonna have to start again because I feel like I haven't been focused. Especially
You've
when
just
Emily.
been waiting. You've been waiting. Waiting to pounce like a predator.
Great film. Yeah, go on.
Right, I regret moving alone into this apartment. I recently moved into a small old apartment in a quiet town. I'm gonna dot that out. No one will ever know. The rent was cheap.
That's
and
me.
The place had a certain charm. If you ignored the creaky floors and the occasional draft, I didn't mind. It was just me and my cat Luna, but soon I realised something was off. It started with the whispers. At first, I thought it was the neighbours, muffled through the thin walls. But the whispers weren't coming from the walls. They were coming from the shadows. Late at night, as I lay in bed, I'd hear them. Just like that.
That's Cookie yawning. No. No.
Soft, unintelligible murmurs that seemed to float from the dark corners of the room. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but they filled me with a sense of dread. Luna noticed it too. She'd sit and stare at the shadows, her fur bristling, her eyes wide. Sometimes she'd hiss or bolt from the room, terrified of something I couldn't see. It unnerved me, but I tried to brush it off. Maybe the place was just old and creaky and Luna was reacting to that. One night, the whispers grew louder. They filled the room, circling me like a swarm of invisible insects. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. The air felt thick with something dark and menacing. I sat up in bed, my heart pounding and flickering on the light. The whispers stopped, but the feeling of being watched didn't go away.
Yes, a hell no.
Burn it.
with fire.
Mm-hmm. I began to dread nighttime. The whispers became more frequent, more insistent. They seemed to be calling my name, urging me to listen. I started losing sleep, too afraid to close my eyes. Every time I did, I felt like something was standing over me, waiting for the moment I drifted off. Then, one night, it escalated. I was lying in bed, wide awake, when I saw it, a shadow, a darker than the others, moving on its own. It slid across the wall, inching closer to my bed. My heart raced as it stretched towards me, a black, formless mass that seemed to pulse with malevolence. I don't know, malevolence. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. The shadow loomed over me, and for the first time I understood the whispers. They weren't just noises, they were voices, countless tortured voices, all begging for help, warning me to leave. But it was too late. The shadow engulfed me, wrapped around me like a suffocating blanket. I felt cold, so cold, and the whispers become screams, echoing in my head until I thought I would go mad. And then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. I woke up the next morning, drenched in sweat, gasping for air. The apartment was silent, but I knew I wasn't alone. The shadows were still there, lurking, watching and waiting. I packed my things, that day and moved out, leaving the apartment behind. But the whispers, they followed me. No matter where I go, I can still hear them, growling louder every night. And now I'm afraid that one day the shadow will find me again.
Was that a story or real? Because to me it sounds like an evil entity that's latched on.
I
And
don't
that's
feel
why
like
it's
it was a
following
made
her.
up. Yeah. He says you cooked, but good story and burn sage.
Yeah, I mean, it's too late. It's like literally latched onto her. I'm saying her, it could be a him.
Someone else says, I have Native American. They've quoted what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't suggest anyone burn sage. Sage is for the preparation to clean and drive out evil spirits and should only be used by trained shamans and those who specialise in these realms, which are extremely dangerous and complex. I know too many people who think they know what they're doing and burn herbs and plants, not realising that is a form of witchcraft, and then the demons get stronger. It honestly pisses me off that the new age has destroyed the use of sage.
Sorry, sire.
Sorry.
I think sometimes,
ChatGPT needs to chill on this.
literally, I think sometimes if you're desperate, you'll do anything. I burnt sage, so I'm not, you know, a witch or a sire or anything like that, but I know to move it from the corners out of the door.
I mean, I did sage my flat, but it was purely as a new fresh start situation, you know.
I open the front door, the back door.
Yeah.
So bring it forward and then let it go out.
I've only got one door.
Yeah,
but
well,
I had windows open.
That's it.
Off
That's how I do it. I thought, I think if that is based on real offence, this person, the spirits connected to that person now. Cat hissing is definitely really negative, and I think that the person that wrote that is not wrong. They probably should now be seeking
some sort of help.
Some sort of help, because if it's following you, it wants to overtake, right?
I mean, if I was still hearing sort of screams,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No.
I would literally be
And
going,
then spirits trying to warn, which means all the souls that it has already got. That's kind of what I was getting
yeah,
from
it
that.
freaked me a bit.
Yeah. Okay, moving swiftly on to another terrifying event. Was I visited by a spirit whilst wild camping? Theories wanted. Okay? I was okay. I was doing a long coastal walk a couple of years ago and was walking through North England. I was wild camping the whole time.
Listen, I'm not being funny. I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here.
In England?
North England is a no-go.
Yeah, I think we go camping.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I think
go
we're safer
camping.
down this end.
In south?
Yeah.
Are we south or southeast?
Southeast.
Yeah.
But we're still south.
Okay, so no north
I feel like anything above Essex.
is a negative. Negative, okay. I was wild camping the whole time and never had any real issues with it, aside from badgers stealing my sausages and dogs jumping on my tent. But this experience was probably the strangest of my entire 2-year trek. 2 years though, brother.
I mean, if she's walking.
2-year trek. I feel like that's the way forward. I feel that's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah, you're going to have time now.
Yeah. Since I need to roll over and die. And would love to hear any of your thoughts or opinions on what this could possibly represent. I got a bit caught out in a town called Morecambe. It was winter and the light was fading fast.
She's naming and shaming.
The whole area was incredibly built up and the sun set. Panic subsequently set in as I knew I wouldn't make it out of town before it got completely dark. There was a small park which was shielded from the view of the town by a skate park, featuring a burnt out ring from a fire on the grass and graffiti on the concrete wall. So I thought it looked the best bet for camping spot.
Absolutely.
Anyone would assume I was homeless, probably a bloke and maybe a bit mad, possibly with a knife. It wasn't ideal, but most likely I wouldn't be bothered if I packed up again at sunrise, so I thought. It was fine until around 2-3 in the morning. Footsteps came directly towards the tent, crunching along the frosty glass, and the singing started. It was a woman's voice. She was singing in a language that sounded like French. Although I couldn't decipher the tune of the words, my GCSE French didn't get me that far. I was quite literally frozen with fear and couldn't record the singing because my horrible squeaky sleeping mattress would have given me away if I'd made the slightest movement. The singing and footsteps circled around my tent 3 times. The singing stopped after a minute or 2. I heard footsteps fading. It didn't feel threatening. I was weirdly reassured to hear both a woman's voice and singing, but it was a bloody strange experience. I appreciate that logic it was probably just someone drunk or wanting to spook me on purpose, but it generally felt like something more spiritual and meaningful. So my question basically, who or what could it have been? Would really appreciate any ideas. I asked my knowledgeable brother to put aside his usual say it for me.
Where are we? Sorry.
This one.
Skepticism.
There you go. That one. Of spirits and another realism for just 2 seconds and give me a broad fire Thokes theory. To his credit, he sipped his pint thoughtfully and suggested it could be a white lady, or based on my
proximity.
Yeah, to Winter Gardens, an old Victorian theatre known for its hauntings, some kind of
thespian.
There you go, spirit, since there was a culture exchange between Britain and France in the theatre world at the time, he says. Was it the protection spell or a curse? Was it significantly of the circle my tent 3 times? My theories and thoughts welcomed and appreciated. Go on.
I mean, I feel like she really wants it to be
Something positive.
special and spiritual and positive. But my ass takes me straight to, this is a drunk woman. She's probably not even French. She's just drunk. Found a tent, had a look around it. I thought, fuck this ain't home. It's not my tent. And off she went again.
See, whereas I disagree.
Of course you do.
That's not what I'm getting.
What are you getting?
I'm
You're on her
getting-
page, aren't you? You're like, yeah.
I am getting
She's a
something.
thespian ghost. And she put in a positive spell on her
She
to
wiped her juices.
keep her safe because she's in a strange place, in a tent, so she was keeping her safe.
That's what I'm getting.
I know that's what you was gonna say.
I mean, there's not really a lot of. Sounds like a Romanian to me. Someone's put. I hadn't
What?
considered that.
Where did they get that from?
I haven't even considered that actually. There's probably the most likely scenario. I'd like to think it was some kind of protection ritual. As a woman, I did feel a bit vulnerable camping there. Maybe she could sense that, or just wanted to help out a fellow traveller. Excellent suggestion, thank you.
She's lying.
Someone else said, I doubt it was a curse, would take that form of anything pleasant or comforting. That's what it brings me, like comfort.
Yeah, I feel comforted that the poor girl didn't get attacked.
Yeah, so that, no.
I'm comforted that she lived to tell the tale, that she was camped in some manky old place where someone had burnt out a ring on the floor. And
I
there was
don't know
graffiti
anyone at 2
everywhere.
or 3 o'clock in the morning that's going to walk up to a fucking random tent and start singing round
I feel
it.
like we could have done that a few times. I'm not being funny.
But we never have.
We haven't because we were a bit more respectful. No, I'm lying as well. But
See, I mean, it's because she felt such a positive experience from it. I just feel like there's more to it.
yeah, take that and run. That's it. Yeah. Well done, girl.
I mean, I liked
I'm
that.
not spooked.
It was quite a nice one,
story.
actually. Yeah.
She didn't die. Nobody was frightened. It was all right.
Yeah. I just don't see any random woman on their own walking at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning round a tent 3 times singing a song.
Well, I've never witnessed it myself.
No, me neither.
But
But
the things you see in Sutton High Street at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't have the bollocks either to go camping on my own for 2 years.
She's wild camping as well, so
No
that's
fucking way.
that's not even booking campsites and being somewhere actually safe. That
Yeah.
is in the woods, on a hill, in
Yeah.
a park. That really is. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, I generally wouldn't have the bollocks.
No, I wouldn't do
No.
that.
It's the bollocks for me.
As lovely as it is, and I know people that do
Wild
wild camping.
camping.
I do know that, and they really enjoy it. But
Is
they're
that
also,
mainly
they're
men?
also men.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
things can still happen to
and
them.
they're never on their own.
No.
There's always like a couple of them minimum.
Yeah.
But that's just potentially asking for trouble. Again, we can go somewhere else and be like, why shouldn't she be allowed to do that? Why should she?
Yeah, that's just
But
the whole, that's a whole different
it
podcast.
is-
Yeah.
Whether you're male or female, if you're doing wild camping by yourself, it is dangerous.
I mean, I wouldn't have the bollocks. It's as simple as that. I wouldn't. I'm not going to pretend I would either, because I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I love camping, but the idea that somebody
Could.
who isn't a cow could
And
be
you,
knocking on my tent door at 3 o'clock in the morning.
you've got to think, it's just material, babe. If they want to get in, there's nothing stopping people getting in.
Yeah, you know, like, oh no, they've got a lock on the door. That's it.
Yeah, it's just
Go to
fabric.
the next one. Let's see who's. Oh, this one's unlocked.
Yeah,
No.
it's just fabric. So, no, it's a no from me, mate.
Yeah.
Although I do like camping.
I love camping.
So,
I do love camping.
but then I go in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I say go in the group. I take my kids. It's me and two
Yeah.
young children.
But on a campsite with people
But
doing
always-
the same thing.
Always on a campsite,
Yeah.
and it's family run normally, and it's for
Exactly.
families.
It feels safer.
as yes.
Do you ever lock your tent? I don't.
lock it in what
Like a
respect?
padlock, 2 zips together.
No, because the
No, me
kids always
neither.
get up in the middle of the night and want to pee.
Yeah, me neither.
No, they don't help me.
I mean, I would freak out if some woman randomly started singing around my tent.
I'm like, fuck off to your own tent. You're all drunk. 2-1.
Piss off!
My kids are trying to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I've never.
Kumbaya, my lord.
In French.
Yeah. Voulez-vous... That felt
Voulez-vous.
German. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Right, anyway.
Yeah, go on. Maybe that's what she was singing.
Yeah, fucking
You
hell.
want to come to bed with me?
Can I get in your bed?
Yes.
I've got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's in.
Nope.
We'll leave.
Okay, go.
Okay. I was stalked and almost murdered.
Good times.
Standard shit. This might sound strange, but I have a strong suspicion that someone is stalking me and I'm not sure for how long. A few months ago, I broke up with my ex, which brought me a lot of peace, and honestly, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, almost comically so. I sing in my car, smile all the time, and I just love life, which is why this came as such a shock to me. Not everyone likes the happy-go-lucky guys. You know, you need to rein it in a little bit.
Put a curse on him, didn't she? Hope you step on Lego.
Twice. Hope your pocket gets caught on the door handle. So inconvenient. Anyway, last month I met a mutual friend. They seemed nice and we talked for a bit. I reached out to them because they are transgender. I never intended to get into a relationship with this person as I am a straight male, and I don't think I made that clear enough to them. I'll call them Frey for now, as that's one of their nicknames. Oh, don't give the game away. After we talked for a bit, they wanted to move into a relationship, which I gently declined by explaining that I am a straight male. I could tell it hurt them as they left me on red for a few hours before responding. After that, our communication slowly tapered off, and I think this is when the stalking began. I remember a few incidences which were a bit off. I normally get coffee in the morning, every morning at my local Starbucks. This one day I got my coffee at home. I really didn't know why, but was tired and just needed to get to work. I chalked it up to me being a customer for so long that they gave me a free coffee. Okay.
Okay.
The barrister, am I saying that for the coffee? Barrister. That's the right word, isn't it?
The
For
coffee pourer.
Coffee person said something else as I was walking away, but I didn't hear it. I'm now sure she told me who paid for it. The rest of the day was normal until I noticed a car circling my block, a red Toyota. They went slower on my street as I noticed them basically book it all the way around until they got to my side. Booted? Maybe that's what they meant. My dumb ass self thought they needed help, and then I saw them again. I walked outside to ask them if they needed anything. The second they saw me, they booked it out of there and didn't come back. This is where my suspicion started. A few days later, I was at a bowling alley with some friends. It was more of a competition and we were determined on winning. When it was my friend's turn, I glanced away for a second to notice Frey sitting there having a beer. I was pretty confused as I hadn't seen her in a long time and she lived around 30 minutes away from what I knew. I decided to walk up to them. Frey sort of tried to get up but sat back down and looked startled. I gave them a funny look and said how they were. Asked how they were. Frey stuttered a few words out and said she had to go. I asked if they were okay, as they looked terrified and also really tired. They started to break down and told me a story about their mum getting cancer and she didn't have much time left. I was caught off guard and could tell some people were staring. I didn't really care about that attention and just wanted to confront them. But a few seconds later, Frey basically threw herself on me, sobbing so loud that even the competition was coming over to me, and a few other people walked over. I got a little flustered, as I didn't expect this, and told them that it's going to be okay and I can drive her home if they wanted. This is when it became even weirder. They screamed no so loud it almost hurt my ears, and she left the building. I looked up at my friends and basically the whole crowd and told them what happened. My friends and I wanted to talk to them, but they drove away, which is when I noticed the same red Toyota. Okay, there's an update.
Okay. I'm still failing to see what this anything to do with paranormal at all.
Yeah, I know. Why is it scary? Stalked and was almost murdered. I don't
Maybe
think
it's the
died
murder
yet.
part.
Yeah, update. This was a few days after. When I got home today, I was thinking about the whole incident at the bowling alley and wanted to do a background check on Frey. When I went to their mum's Facebook, she was in Fiji, relaxing and talking about loving life. I was so caught off guard, I got a little dizzy. I went to grab my phone and call her to confront them. I heard a ringtone coming from my bedroom window. I looked to the side to see an eye piercing through the curtain and then quickly running away.
What the fuck?
Almost 2 seconds after I heard a crash at the bedroom window. I was already in my bedroom with the door locked and 911 on the way. Frey started screaming, telling me that they loved me and to calm down. I was crying, basically nauseous. No, 911 didn't get there in time as she was at my bedroom window slamming it. I grabbed a fucking shampoo bottle and the second
Washed her hair, dirty bitch.
And the second it crashed open, I threw it at their face. Frey screamed. It sounded almost inhuman, but the shampoo got in their eye. I swung at their head and knocked them down. I didn't stop there. I stomped their head in.
What
I
the fuck?
stomped their head in from a little for a little until they were knocked out. I ran to my car and locked the doors and drove around the block. As soon as I heard the police sirens and drove back, basically screaming that I did the call and they were still in the house, still knocked out cold in the house, Frey got arrested for looking at me with pure evil. They found handcuffs, ropes and a sharp paper cutter. This was terrifying as they had full intention to hurt me, and when they investigated Frey's house, they found over 100 photos of me and dolls hung from the ceiling with my face on it. I won't ever forget this, and
if only you could find that kind of love.
Nobody is dedicated
I'm
to
dedicated.
me in such a way.
Yeah, mate. My God.
And I am in the moving process right now.
Okay.
So, oh look, no, someone else has though. I had the same, but I was in a nightmare with sleepwalking. What?
I had no idea, because
Please, can you
that
stop?
kind of story was a bit fucking weird, right?
Do you know what? They were trying to use the pronouns of they, but they kept referring her to as she.
So, okay, let me get this straight. This person was in a relationship. Later on, this person that was a transgender
Was in a
person,
relationship, but
not with the transgender person,
no longer in that relationship.
and then
but
was the
still
happiest
quite
person on
happy.
earth. And then the transgender person
Who was
wanted
apparently
a relationship,
mutual friend of some sort.
right? But thought she was homophobic because she was transgender, but that wasn't the case. They just weren't attracted to her because
Yeah.
she's a female now. And so the female that is transgender went psycho and tried to kill them.
Kidnap.
Kidnap. I mean, it says I was stalked and almost murdered.
Well,
I'm assuming because of the dolls in the house.
Well, yeah, and if they had rope and
Yeah.
a small knife and whatever in the handcuffs, and
Yeah.
mate, honestly, I mean,
No one's ever cared about me that much.
nobody. I mean, I don't really want to be.
I mean, I don't either, but
I'm all right not being cared about. I think
that's
my dog
like,
loves me.
I don't know where you've got to be mentally to be like that obsessed with someone. I don't think
I
I've
mean,
ever.
I'm not being funny, but her strength,
I know I can see the fly as well.
her strength would be of a man's strength.
Yeah, of course.
So-
yes.
She would have been able to take him down.
Yes, but I don't understand why she became so obsessed with him. He made it very clear.
Or he felt that he wasn't clear enough, but
Okay, so he blamed
he
himself.
feels like maybe I wasn't clear enough. But when that person said, I want more, and he's like, hang on, no, this isn't what I want.
Yeah.
It sounds like he was honest about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a debate, isn't it? So
Yeah.
the debate of, yes, I'm a transgender female, and you're not allowed to see me as anything else, but it's a sexual attraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the whole story's sad,
It's
actually.
a bit of a sad story.
Yeah, because both have lost out. One on a great friendship, and the other one on being free to live their life. Because they got so obsessed with someone that wasn't interested in them. You hear it every day, babe, I'm telling you.
No.
Anyway, swiftly moving on.
Something scary.
Let's hope so. Ghost in a pre-1900s home. Who is it and how can I get rid of it?
Do we need to know who it is? Just let's get rid.
But sometimes
I've got an
knowing...
idea.
Mm.
Burn it.
You've never mentioned about burning before. Where did that idea come from?
I feel like it was you. You started.
Really? I started burning it with fire.
Like, shall we burn it with fire? Yes.
Yes, but I feel like you've just made that point for the first time tonight.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Let's get it out.
Let's see what happens. What
Burn
are we on? Am I on story 3?
I started.
You
No.
know?
2.
I feel like I'm on story 3.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
No.
because we did the one with the ghost man,
What goes man?
3
That was
a.m.
one.
Yeah, then I
I'll
just
tell
did
you,
the
hang
one
on.
before that.
I
Just out of curiosity.
did we do the statue one on this?
Yes.
All right, I've done 3.
Yeah, see? Told you, it's my 3rd. See? She never listens. Right.
Where's that bell?
I am writing for some advice on what I think is paranormal situation in my home. I lived in a 1893 Spurs kit home in a very tiny, well, it's north
I
again,
told you.
north eastern's town that has been around forever. My grandmother lived in the house from 1985 until 2019. Was put in-
1985.
1985 until 2019.
So
My grandmother, she
yeah.
lived in the home between those dates.
Uh-huh.
Okay, why did you need me to repeat that?
Well, that doesn't make it ancient, does it? Like
No, but the house was born in the made in the 1900s.
go on, carry on. Sorry,
Right.
interrupting your ghosty.
Was put into until she was put into a care home and passed away at the hospital several months later. My grandfather lived in the house with her ashes until mid 2022. My husband and I bought the home in 2020 and he lived with us until mid 2022. He took her ashes with him when he left the house. About a year ago, my husband moved our washing machine from the first floor down into the basement because it kept freezing with cold weather and flooding our kitchen while we were on vacation. Maybe a month after he did, this started to... Maybe a month after he did this, I started to notice weird, potential paranormal things around the house. So I heard that it's water. It's water.
Because he moved the washing machine.
She's saying that is when she first started noticing the paranormal activity, is when he moved the washing machine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
For example, caps taken off the bottles and put back upside down, like as upside down cap balance.
On top of the
On top of the olive oil container. Or figurines on my desk moved, knocked over when I hadn't been in the office for days. Or massive unexplained wet spots on the couch. Or lights turning off for no reason. And the light switch still being pointed in the right direction. When turned to off, the position and then back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, like literally someone's turning them on and off. The lights came back immediately, so it's not a power issue. Most recently, my husband's glasses disappeared overnight, and just today, a smoke detector started beeping when there was absolutely nothing burning that could have triggered it. One strange thing is potentially explainable, but everything together makes me think that there is some kind of presence here, especially given the age of the house. My initial thought is that something was let loose in our basement when my husband was cutting into the ancient pipes and cinder blocks last summer, as this happened to another relative of mine when they put an addition onto their house. They started to find their cat locked in cabinets. Part of me also wonders if it may be my grandmother gaslighting me in death as she did in life.
Wow.
She sounds cool.
She's a keeper.
But I don't know why it would have taken a few years for her to make herself known. Though I suppose it's possible other things that happen here, like my husband's missing wedding ring, are also paranormal activity I haven't noticed yet. So do the experts here think that I have a ghost or a spirit of some kind?
The experts on Reddit.
If so, how responsible do you think it is to have my husband might have freed something that is now playing tricks on me versus it being my grandmother's spirit or something else? Separately, and if there are any tips of how to maybe cleanse my house, burn it. Not that the spirit is doing anything bad right now, but I feel like
touching things, it's moving.
I feel like it's
already
upping.
Yeah.
It's upping. But I'd rather not be fucking fly. But I'd rather not be haunted by my dead grandmother for the rest of my life. My grandmother was gaslighting me. Can you believe that?
It ain't her.
We didn't have the greatest relationship.
No, it ain't her.
You don't think it's her? What are you getting?
I think if he's gone down to the basement and he's like done a bit of digging,
Yeah.
maybe he has released something. Maybe there was something in the walls down there. Like
You're going with
shut
the...
up. And he's opened that vault without even realising.
Okay, so top comment. So the
I don't think it's grandma.
actual mod of this group has literally put it into a... Basically, they're just breaking it down from the whole story. They've picked out what's going on and they're asking for advice from people as well. So somebody said, this may sound a little strange at first, but I assure you it's legit. The best first response to encountering a ghost is any context is to feed it oftentimes this will present, I don't know, it, and it will stop bothering you. In many Eastern traditions, including my own, we are taught that ghosts experience terrible hunger and thirst but are unable to eat or drink. It's just part of the ghost condition, in the same way that there are certain tragic elements of our own human condition. I'm with you. Don't really understand what the point is. I think it's saying it's touching the jars because it's hungry. Yeah, it's going on about food.
Well, that
and
would
drink.
make sense to that other one that you did.
Which one?
Looking at the table.
I mean, maybe.
Because it did have.
I don't know. I've never
stuff on that table.
I've never heard anything like this before. I'm not saying that. I don't know.
No,
You
I
think
mean-
that would be like hell, right? To constantly be hungry and thirsty.
What, and looking at your favourite food on your
and not being able to eat it. To me, that sounds like
Can't even
hell.
give it a lick.
That's
Can't even
actually, I actually feel like that's giving demons like a nod and how to torture people.
I don't think it's.
You think something's been released from the
I
basement?
don't think it's Grandma, because if she's
I
been
don't
in
think it's
that
Grandma.
urn and Grandad took it.
Not to listen. I don't think they're attached to their ashes. I don't think it's, I've said this to you many times. I feel like if Grandma was going to gaslight or do something, she'd be doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
I think she might be right. I think something, that's the only comment. I think something might have been released. I think you might be right. I say maybe do a cleanse and stop acknowledging what's going on in the house. You know what I mean?
I feel like the minute they're moving stuff.
Yeah, I feel like you're still you're making it worse by acknowledging all this shit. Do you know what I mean?
If it's hard to ignore something.
I mean, I
when
get
it's
it.
touching stuff and lights are flickering.
I'd be terrified. I'd probably move, but I don't know. My
You've seen that?
instinct
Go on.
is always to not acknowledge because I feel like it feeds it.
You seen that guy on TikTok who he's got a ghost in his flat.
It bangs on the doors and shit.
It closes the doors. It plays with his blinds. It's all on his thing.
Yeah.
Where he's like literally the doors slammed shut and he's got put up a mirror to try and catch. I mean, I've watched quite a lot of them. I'm like, if he's doing this,
Yeah.
it's really fucking clever.
There's a
But-
mum and dad, a daughter and dad that have got a thingy bob like that. I don't know if it's real or not.
Have you seen it though? Do you know who I'm
I know what you're talking about. Bangs on the doors, makes loads of noise.
Yeah, moves. He put balloons around his living room.
Smashed a mirror.
Yep. Pulls the chairs out from under the table.
I couldn't live like that.
No, like having a go at fucking. I think he called him Bob at the end. He named it.
So he's named it and everything.
Yeah, he talks to it.
Yeah,
But
see,
it's not positive. I mean, it's not doing anything
to him.
aggressive. It's just being irritating.
I
Like
don't
turning
know.
the TV off.
I couldn't live like that.
Or he's got his McDonald's on the side of his sofa and it gets knocked off.
They take a chip.
I'd be well pissed
That'd
off.
be a fucking fight.
Like 5 seconds before it's on the floor. Still.
Yeah, you took my chip.
No.
Yeah, no. See, I couldn't live like that.
No.
No way, mate. I mean, I don't know. Whatever's happening is very real to her. And the fact that she thinks that it could be her grandmother, I mean, and then she's like, we didn't really get on. What the fuck went on there? Because if you're thinking your grandma's come back to haunt you, that's a bit concerning as well.
I mean, I'm sure your grand's got something better to do.
That's what I'm saying. I might find a little one to end on. You got another long one?
It's not that long. It just
No.
looks long because I've
Yeah.
zoomed.
Zoomed in. Yeah, go on.
Okay, go on. The higher dimension has chosen its portal.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The higher dimension is looking.
For a fucking twat. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. The higher dimension.
is looking for a new portal for things to go into it,
But
And
it is dirty
for-
bitch.
things to come out of it.
Oh, that's what she said.
This higher dimension first wanted my eyes to be its portal, and at first it was all good. My eyes were a great portal, but they become an annoyance. Like I could be using my eyes to watch something and then something comes out of my eyes from the higher dimension. At the same time, when I looked at someone, they could get pulled into the portal. It caused me great pain and because I was connected to the higher dimension, my negative feelings would affect it as well. Then the higher dimension chose my ears to be its portal, and at first it all worked out.
She's further gone than I am.
I could my eyes and not worry. I could use my eyes and not worry about something coming in or out of that higher dimension.
That's what she said.
Then I remember talking with someone on the phone, and then suddenly there was a third voice that could be heard by both of us on the phone. That was impossible as it was a private phone call between the two of us. The third voice told us where it came from. The third voice said that it had been reproduced by the sound of my voice and my friend's voice. It was one of the effects of my ears being the portal at a higher dimension. Anyone I listened to could get pulled into this higher dimension as well, and things could also get out of my ears in the form of sound. This was no good, and I wanted my ears back. So the higher dimension chose the space between my legs. Oh no!
Oh yeah, come on, let's hear
Is this
it.
a joke?
No, come on, what's happening between her legs? That's what she
To
said.
be its portal.
Oh,
And I decided to go for it.
yeah. Let
Why
'em all
do
in.
I always do these
I
ones?
don't know. You find them. I don't even know where you found half of these fucking stories tonight.
Honestly, this was on Scary Stories.
Right.
Okay, anyway, she went for it.
Yeah.
Now, anything that goes under my legs will get dragged into that portal.
But it fucking does
And
big
things could
portal.
also come out of that space between my legs from that other higher dimension.
Woo!
Yeah. It was still chaos as objects got dragged into that higher dimension and random things also came put. I think you meant out. So I decided to cut half my body through operation. So now my legs are separate from my body and it is an easier life. When I woke up from my operation, it was just my body, arms and head. Some of the surgeons and nurses
We're in my
got
portal.
dragged between the space of my legs.
That was a joke!
I'm sorry. I feel like my life is much better now and I hope it doesn't get worse. The higher dimension got to have its portal and I get to live a normal life.
How do we get in the portal?
Between their legs.
I have no fucking idea where you follow. Is there any comments?
No, this is that silly sod that did that stupid story. I'm sorry.
You're a fucking mug, mate.
I've just realised it's the same person.
So it was another confusing...
Yeah, can I start again?
No, because you're
I've
finishing
got
us
a
off.
bit. Oh, I had a better one.
Yeah, that's great. You
No,
finish us
it's
off.
fine.
I've got one little one. Okay, you ready?
Sorry.
Back to reality, people. Mimic. Yesterday, I was with my husband in our room with the door closed watching TV. I heard Andrew, our toddler son, call me from the hallway. I was heading into our bathroom that is in our room, so an ensuite. I heard him say, "Ma," loud and clear in his voice. The only problem was he wasn't even home. He was at his cousin's house. I told my husband if he heard it and he said no, I was freaked out. Any thoughts? Just a little quick one there. I think she's got a mimic.
I'm not sure. Just because it was just a small sound.
You know, it's like a sign of ADHD when you like hear people calling your name.
I feel like it could have been just a miss.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm with you for once. Although I'm not going to discount.
No,
But it's the
I
first. It's the first thing that's happened. If more happens,
and
then
it was just that
Mom.
sound. Yeah.
yeah. But saying that, remember that video I showed you of that girl? Once they called her name,
Yeah.
and then she went, yeah. So had she not been recording that exact time, we'd be going, oh, you just misheard. But everybody heard that.
Yeah.
Anyway, usually when I hear stories of mimic encounters, everyone in the house would have heard the same thing you did. It's possible you were hallucinating, as someone describes below. You said you have a toddler, so doubt you get much time to rest. It's possible your brain felt like it should have been hearing your son, but in reality, he's at your relative's house. I wouldn't be too concerned unless there are multiple
Incidents.
yeah. I also understand you being alarmed. So we've literally just said exactly the same thing. Okay, take us home, babe.
Alright, I'm not even sure now. I don't
It's
trust
by the
myself
same
anymore.
author.
No. I don't think so, no. Anyway. So this one is my BF, so boyfriend. Exes warned us.
Okay.
So my boyfriend's ex warned us. I had a boyfriend from Germany. We talked a lot online, then he moved here to live with me. We lived together for some time in South Mountain, Maryland.
Somebody closed the door out there. Yeah, go on.
He'd had an online ex-girlfriend from back home in Germany before we met. They broke up before me. I found out that they had kept their connections. I won't say how I found that out because I shouldn't have been snooping like that, but really their connection wasn't really so much, just seemed a WhatsApp call here and there, so I let it go. One night as I was watching TV, I realised he slipped out of to go talk to his ex in the kitchen. I couldn't resist to ask what was going on. She had a dream of him getting sick by food poisoning. We both laughed and said it's nothing, that she'd maybe just still had a crush on him. They kept talking for a few minutes, and right before they hung up, she said, "Be careful of the Snallygaster." We did not think anything about it until a few hours later we went to have our burritos. While we were standing in line saying whether we wanted beans or rice, we both suddenly noticed that as the server turned around from the grill that she was wearing a Potter shirt of a Snallygaster. We jumped out of line right there.
Like shit, wasn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, sorry.
I have no idea what a Snallygaster is.
Me neither. Snallygaster. Hold on. Snally. Crypt. Okay, hang on. Images. Why are you watching that?
Because it moved over the kitchen, so I just wanted
it's
to.
like a dragony thing.
Okay.
A dragony snake thing. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a Snallygaster.
Ugh.
What? Yeah, it's awful.
Who would have that on their t-shirt?
Not me.
Well, in a food joint serving.
Yeah, not
Who
me.
was that?
It's disgusting. Yeah, I don't really know what to say
I'm
about your
sorry.
story.
It's like the ex-girlfriend was some sort of sidekick.
Yes, maybe.
Look at these ugly things. They're trying to make that real. Is that real? That's
I
not
don't
real.
know.
Don't even know what that is. Something German, maybe.
Why German?
Because they're from Germany. He was German.
Snannyglaster. Yeah, maybe it means something completely different. Fuck knows. Right, my darlings. We done? Until next time.
Okay, Mary, I've got nothing to say about it.
Please,
Sorry.
please like and follow and subscribe for more content. Head over to Reddit, give us your stories. We've had
Sorry.
we've had a couple of
Oh.
people say what kind of stories they'd like, and we like that as well.
Absolutely, we will do those too.
Yeah. So if you've got any subjects you want us to specifically talk about, we will. Except for Halloween. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, because we are in a spooky era right now.
Spooky arrows. Right. Bye-bye, my darlings. I've got like
Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think